This is Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? I'm doing good. Just to let you all know, sometimes I'll fall asleep on my couch and then end up having to transfer to the bed, and then I'm awake for an hour or so. Sometimes I never go back to sleep. Bad habits. Bad girl. Anyway. Thanks for listening. And today I just want to jump in and talk about we have to not let others ruin our lives or keep us sad. And this won't apply to some people, but some of you all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's situations where you are in a relationship or want to be, or how can I say this? The person you want to be with is not working out, and you are allowing yourself to go like down a rabbit hole or to be depressed because the situation is not working out with who you want to be with. I can talk about that because that has happened to me really years ago, and it's really interesting because it shows you how bad of a place I was in. I wouldn't even be like in love with these guys. It would just be maybe somebody I'm dating. And if it wouldn't work out right, I would allow my disappointment to ruin my day. Or I remember not attending a wedding because I was upset over that. I know somebody that didn't even attend like a graduation type event for themselves over a relationship thing. When it gets like that, when you're allowing other people to have power over you, you have to do mind work. You really do. And I don't say that like it's easy. And I know some people, with stuff like this, some people jump in and say, I would never let that happen to me. Da, 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 da. So this podcast is for you. When I do videos and post and podcast, they're not for everybody. If that's not you, then you don't have no reason to comment. This is for people that have been brokenhearted, that have been pining, or they desire to be with someone, or it could be someone that desires to be married, or they want to have a family and they just don't see it happening, and this is causing them to be sad, stuck, or depressed. This is a reality. So I guess when it comes to love life, love, relationship type stuff, I think some people don't keep it real. Some people can't relate. They've been married a lot of years. They've been in a committed relationship a lot of years. Again, this podcast probably isn't for you. But those that are brokenhearted or lonely or desiring to be, they already know who they want to be with and it's not working out, but they're not living their best life, this podcast is for you. The reason why you can't allow yourself to be consumed by somebody who does not want you is you are wasting your life. I'm not saying have a desire for somebody or want to be with someone, but don't get stuck there. I had to learn the hard way. And what really stopped me from doing this was when I became ill. I was broken up with someone, and it just wasn't working out. And once I became ill, you all know my story with cancer, I just had to cut that person off. And it was rather easy because I was so focused on having surgery and chemotherapy and all these other things I had to have done. Love life was the last thing on my mind. There should be times in your life, if you're in between relationships, where a love life is not even on your mind because you're too busy finishing a degree, you're too busy finishing a certificate, you are working on your business plan, you're working on yourself. And sometimes it's just not a priority. When we make someone our everything and they make us an afterthought, you lose. In this life, it's a game. I already hear it. I don't want to play games. I don't play games. Whether you want to play games or not, you're already in the game. Life is a game. These are my little opinions. Doesn't mean it's the truth or how you feel, but this is how I feel. Whether you want to win or lose, you're already in the game. That's how I feel. The person in a relationship that chases the other is the loser. The one that's being chased, they win. They're in control. That's how I feel about it. Now, when you're blessed to have a relationship that's equal, both partners are invested, it's a win-win. But when you're not on an equal ground because somebody's chasing the other, you could be married, you could be engaged, you could be committed, but one is not all the way vested and the other one is chasing. The chaser is always a loser. That's how I feel, because they have more to lose. The one that's being chased, they don't care. I shouldn't say they don't care. They're not as invested. And I see couples where you could see it's kind of equal. Like in that type of relationship is more balanced. But the one where somebody's chasing, it's probably not even a full relationship. So when I talk about all this kind of stuff, trust and believe. It's stuff that I've been through. I'm not just saying things. It's stuff that I have been through. And the reason why I'm doing this podcast right now, I just hate to see people waste their life because somebody doesn't want to be with them. You know what? You got to get kind of mean with it. You really do. I'm not saying be mean to them. I'm saying toughen your mind and say, hey, they don't want to be with me. All bets off. I don't want to be with them. Because why keep wanting to be with somebody that doesn't see your value? It's a waste of time. And I'm not going to spend my life trying to convince somebody that I'm a good catch or they should want me. They should need me. What is wrong with them? Sometimes, again, I just kind of told you, people are in their life. They're in a space in their life where they are not ready to commit to a relationship because their money isn't right, because they have trauma, because they're in between, maybe with somebody else, because they have to be a caregiver, because they have a lot of stress. If it was easy, we all be doing it. Wouldn't it be nice if you have your person, they're in the right spot, you're in the right spot, you grab hands, you sail off into the sunset, and everything's beautiful. But that's not how life goes. People have a lot of trauma. People have stress. People have family issues. And it's just not cut and dry. It used to be more cut and dry before social media, before cell phones. But the age we're in, it's a lot of things going on. I had to get some water. Not sure where I left off, but I'm just jumping in. Let me jump in with tips on ways you can get out of this depressed, stuck cycle. First of all, again, you have to do mind work. You can do this a variety of ways. You can do mind work by journaling if this matches you. And I want you to write out, I am loved. I am worthy of love. I am in a committed relationship. I am living my best life. Things like that. Again, I am love. Sorry, loved. You could say I am love. That's not bad either. I am love. I am loved. I am in a committed relationship. I am worthy of love. I am living my best life. Journal that over and over. You can do meditations. I know some people say they can't meditate, their mind drifts off. I can't do it. It's not that type of thing. You have to keep at it. And once you meditate over and over, you begin to allow your thoughts to do whatever they want. It's okay. Just do it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But the best way I found, and I could do it both ways with earbuds or without, but I love doing it with earbuds. I go right to YouTube. I do 5 minute meditations. I do 10-minute meditations. I've been doing it for years and it works out really good for me. I don't have any problem with YouTube meditation. You don't have to spend all that money on stuff. And then they have some for 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I really want to get it where I'm doing it at night too, but usually I fall asleep watching TV. Like last night, I was trying to watch the replay of the Bulls game and I fell asleep. So sometimes I don't do good at night because I'm really tired and I work the two jobs. A few days a week, I might have evening clients, and after that, I'm done. So that's what happened last night. Let's see. Something else you could do to help yourself get out of that rut. What is your hobbies? You got to have a hobby. When you want to be with someone, don't ever make somebody your everything because what you're doing is giving away power, and that person isn't doing that for you, and you're wasting precious life. Life is a gift. Don't do that. It's like you're giving someone power. You're saying like they mean everything and your own life means nothing. And I know that's not what you want to do, but ultimately that is what you are doing. What is it you enjoy? Do you enjoy painting? You would be shocked how much adult coloring, you can get a kid coloring book, that don't matter. That's therapeutic color. Or maybe you like me. I'm a music head. I could put earbuds in and listen to music for 2, 3 hours and get lost in it. Put your earbuds in. Maybe you're a gamer. I don't recommend doing that for 8 hours and all that. But if it takes you away from that thing, game for a couple of hours. Find you your good shows. I'm an avid elementary person. I like watching love stories or comedies. I like some action movies and different things. So I'll get into a little bit of TV. The holidays are coming. I'm real big on the Christmas romance movies. Like, find what you like. Maybe you're in a better weather city than me. It's total clouds right here, right now. And the temperature is okay, but I heard it's going to get cold. We know how it goes here in Chicago. But if you live in a warmer city, go for a walk. What else can you do? Oh God, there's actually so much you can do. You can go to www.psychologytoday.com and get you a therapist and tell them what's up. I'm stuck. It's somebody I'm really into. It's not working out. It has taken a lot of my time up. I really don't want to be like this. They will help you, a good therapist. Or I always recommend this, and for the men too, go to Amazon, which I know we all use, and get you a self-love workbook. That workbook is going to help you touch on why you have these attachment issues to this person. And that's an area I struggle with that. I really do because I am the type of person I love hard and I'm very selective. And when I get stuck on somebody, I can really be stuck, which is unhealthy. And there's still something there with me that I still have to do work on. So that's why I do these videos, I do these podcasts, because I can relate to you because I have work to do. And it's something I just saw a little segue, but it's going to make sense. Angel Reese has a podcast, which I was watching because I had woke up and it was on my TV, and Shaq was her guest. And Shaq, he's so brutally honest with himself. He was like, I was the worst husband ever. And I don't hear people say stuff like that. I'm not saying just put yourself down, whatever, but that's the way to truth and to the light is to tell the truth. And sometimes we're not our best. And for him to say I was the worst husband ever, it was very transparent. Because if you ask someone why did they break up or why they got the divorce, they'll always blame the other person. A lot of times they're not going to say it. That was on me. Sometimes you have to say I wasn't the best wife. I wasn't the best husband, or we just didn't match, or we didn't have good communication. But there's that we taking responsibility, or whatever happened. Maybe in my case, hey, I point a lot in my case because to me, when somebody's abusive, what can I say that's going to make that right? Oh well, I did whatever, so he, no, that's just a toxic person. So that does happen as well. But sometimes when it's us in a relationship, we can say, hey, I didn't really show up as my best self in that relationship. But hopefully we grow from it. But anyway, just a segue off. That's why I'm saying what I say because I like to be honest. I know exercise is an amazing thing, and some people just drown themselves in that. They, create workouts or they do things 2 to 4, 5 times a week, and that really can get their mind off of that person. If you're a creative soul, there's no better time to make poetry, music, or paintings, art when you're in a dark place with love, because that will produce a good song, it will produce a beautiful piece of art, it will produce poetry or a good rap. Well, a lot of people don't rap about love, but hey, why not? Why not? It's still music. In closing, channel your disappointment into something positive, but don't let your Thanksgiving be sad because somebody don't want to be with you or you can't be with them. I'm not speaking about grief if somebody passed away. This is for people, that you want to be with. They're alive, but they're not vibing with you or they're not checking for you or whatever your story is. Don't have a bad Christmas over that. Don't have a bad day over that person because surely and clearly they are not having a bad day over you. And make it a little game and be like, you know what? The buck stops here. I'm going to do my self work and I'm going to put this person to the side and then I'm going to have a good Thanksgiving. I'm going to have a good Christmas. It's not easy though sometimes. It's not easy. Sometimes you're stuck. But go day by day and try to focus your energy on something else. You cannot be sad and depressed and work on certain things at the same time. It's just going to cancel each other out. So do something, but don't sit there and be sad. You deserve better than that, don't you? Don't you? Tammy C. Walker signing off. Thank you for listening. Bye.